Hey, it's Lynn from yogalynn.com. You know what 4 words are really not helpful to say to someone who's having stress? Take a deep breath. The thing is, if they could take a deep breath, maybe they wouldn't be having so much stress. So today I'm going to give you a couple of things you can do for yourself or you can help others with when you're having a stressful moment that will involve the breath, but in a different way. A sign that you're having stress is that your breath is tight or kind of stilted, and most people experience that right here in their chest. One thing you can do is just put your hands on your chest, because this kind of touching has some energetic properties that are calming to the nervous system. So one thing right off the bat you can do is sense where you have stress and just put your hands there. Another way that you can use touch when you're feeling stressed is to just maybe touch your fingers, stroke your arm, do something that is comforting to you and that makes you think about comfort. What we're going to do now, though, is a breathing technique that is not about taking a deep breath. It's just about getting your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. And what happens when you can get your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale is that the autonomic nervous system, the balance between sympathetic, which is the part of the nervous system that isn't very sympathetic, and parasympathetic, which is the part of the nervous system that gives you rest and restore, come into a better balance. And so when you want to bring up the kind of restorative, restful aspect, you go toward exhale. So that's what we're going to do right now. If you are on a hands-free device, be hands-free so you can sit comfortably. So just to try this practice out, you can do it anywhere, but right now let's do it where you are. First of all, find the foundation beneath you. If your feet are on the floor, feel your feet on the floor. If you're sitting in a chair with your legs crossed, feel the support of the foundation that's holding you, and just sense into that support. And from this point forward, there's nothing to see, so I do invite you to close your eyes. If you're going to do this technique on the train, maybe you'll keep your eyes open, no one will know you're doing it. But for now, it's perfectly fine to just close your eyes. Now we'll start with where you are right now, and that means that whatever your breath is doing is correct. So what I'd like you to do is simply take a few rounds of breath, count your inhale, and count your exhale. That's it. So what you're looking for is a baseline number. How many seconds is my inhale taking? How many seconds is my exhale taking? And then you have 2 numbers to work with, and whatever number you came up with, it's exactly the right number. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to build out the exhale section, but when you get to the final breath, you're not going to want to go more than about 3 seconds longer on your exhale. So we'll start slowly. If your breath was significantly longer on inhale and shorter on exhale, there may be something metabolic going on for you. Just try to increase your exhale a little bit and don't try to work these numbers. But you can still do the technique. So see if you can start with a breath where your inhale and your exhale are about at the same place. And go for a couple of breath cycles with that ratio between inhale and exhale. See if you can bring them to about the same. And if you were able to do that easily, start adding 1 second to your exhale. Not one at a time, just 1 second. Take a couple of rounds of breath where your exhale is 1 second longer than your inhale. Notice what's happening in your body as you're doing that. Notice any shifts. You may see something happening or you may not, but just notice. Now, if you're able to easily add 1 second, add another second. So your exhale is now 2 seconds longer than your inhale. And again, as you are going into your breath, sense into any changes that you notice. And if you've been able to stay with me up till now, you're going to make your exhale 3 seconds longer than your inhale. And you're going to start noticing invitations to take a little pause, possibly between inhale and exhale, or possibly between exhale and inhale. When you get an invitation to pause and you feel like pausing, do that. Notice the changes that are happening in your body. Notice what's shifting. Notice opportunities to let go. Either letting go of an energy, a muscle holding, or even letting go of a conversation you're still having in your head long after the other person's gone. After you've done a couple of rounds, begin to notice the foundation that's holding your body in place. Begin to notice the sounds around you. Begin to bring your attention outside. And when you're ready, either open your eyes or just come out of that state of practice. And take a moment to see what's shifted. In yoga, the simplest practices are the ones that give us the most profound results. This is an example of such a practice. It's quite simple. You can see quite a profound response, and you can use it when you're trying to sleep, when you're feeling stressed out at work, when you're at an office function and you want to run screaming from the room. Not that I've ever been there, but just in case. So I hope this is helpful to you. You can find a lot more information on my website, yogalyn.com. Hope to see you there, and thank you for trying out this practice.